My plane, by the way, which has an interesting story.
Okay.
That's a rental plane that I rented. I took off, and when I was doing my pre-flight, the back window was duct taped in.
Oh no!
Well, we weren't going high. We stayed really low, so it wasn't pressurized. But you know, that's the kind of fun stuff that happens. I could tell you that. That was in Australia. But literally, when I was doing my pre-flight, and then I went and got the owner, and I said, "Is this a problem?"
We had snakes the first hour, and now we have broken planes. What's going to happen in our third hour together?
That's kind of the window, and that's kind of unusual.
He puts his life on the line for you every time. You're like the Indiana Jones of gemstones.
But yeah, a lot of fun.
He does have a lot of fun. He brings you some really unusual, rare, and exotic stones. This one is electrifying. It's the Red Sea Bamboo Coral Necklace. It's here at a New Year's price of $30 off. We also have the matching earrings for you. I love it, the size, I love the presence, and I love this color. This is a true red coral color. It's that Christmas red, it's that vibrant orange red. So if you want energy, if you want passion, if you want to stoke the flames of desire, as you might say, this is the way to go. This is a really lovely combination. Tell us about this red coral, Jay.
Okay, well, number one, if you look at it, it's all freeform. You don't see a lot of coral from us. In this case, there's a few hundred of these, okay? So this isn't something, and it all comes back to being able to get the material. All corals, like a lot of different other things on planet Earth, are covered under what they call the CITES program. The CITES program is where 158 countries got together and they banded together to make sure that worldwide, that certain species and certain things don't become extinct, so that people aren't allowed to trade in them. And how you do that is by making agreements. All of the coral is covered under the CITES program. So you have any coral that was illegally harvested. You can't have any coral that's endangered. You can't have any coral that is now prohibited. There's a lot of corals that over the years, there's more corals that are prohibited than corals that are allowed. So, which I totally agree with. I totally agree with protecting the environment. Most of these corals that you're looking at were harvested, a lot of them were harvested in the 70s and 80s. I'm not really aware of any fresh harvest. The only thing that's maybe fresh harvest is like they do still harvest some of the Hawaiian black coral. The Mediterranean red coral, some of that is live harvest still. But for the most part, this is old stock. I will tell you this right now, coral, it's not only just having the CITES permits, but then you have to have Fish and Wildlife permits. You have to have numerous permits to even be able to work in coral, and then you have to prove the genus and species. You have to prove the origin, everything on coral. So when you buy coral, you just have to understand that it's not just the design. It's not just getting the coral, it's everything that it takes to be able to bring it to you and to bring it to market.
And if you do shop coral, you want to know the source. And you
of course, absolutely. You want to make sure it's above board. I know there's tons of coral. I know where there's blue coral. I know where there's a lot of different colors of coral. But there's nothing you can do with the rough material because they don't have the permits that are required.
These are not small pieces
This is just one of very few coral designs that we can actually do.
And it's a very affordable price today. It's $30 off. A gift from the South Sea. It's the color of power. It's the color of confidence. And that's just going to be something I think you're going to be so thrilled that you're watching and shopping at J. King's collection today. Add on the matching earrings. Those are also on sale. Remember, 5 flex pays on all of your major credit cards and then extra flex pays on your HSN credit card. Now, the necklace I'm wearing, let me just... Voila, we have a special reveal. Look at that. Couldn't have planned it better myself. Okay, let's talk about our showstopper. I should say, Jay's gonna talk about our showstopper. I'll give you a sneak peek. It's black agate and turquoise. Hands down, my favorite piece of the entire 3 hours is on your screen right now, and it is brand new today. Right,
this is Azure Peak turquoise. It's got a beautiful black matrix, and this was one of the reasons that I matched it up with the black agate and we faceted the black agate is because of this very unique, very special matrix. It's just a very, very high class look. brand spanking new. The first time you got to see it.
I'm just breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. I was speechless when I saw this. Every single selection here, it looks like the Earth from outer space. It just has all those beautiful natural matrix inclusions. So you have something very, very special. It's at a New Year's price, so super affordable for you today. Take advantage. You can call early on our showstopper, but I do need to give you a quick update on one of our earlier items, which was the red coral earrings. But a lot of you girls are scooping earrings today, and why not? That's less than $30. All the rings in the show are going fast. I also want to give you a little sneak peek at some great jasper. And this is our first jasper we're getting to this hour. A real true mine find. I mean, if you think about what would be a quintessential J. King design, it's an unusual stone, all these swirling patterns of white and black and grays and purples. It's like a wearable work of art, and they are in clearance for you today. The earrings are under $50, the pendants under $90. So now you're saving 40% off. It's the lowest price ever. And this is, I just love jasper because it has such a story to tell.
Well, you know, jaspers are unique to the particular deposit that you see. So a friend of mine actually put it, I think probably the jasper is the best way that I've ever, to make it simple. Like jaspers are like agates. It's like going to the produce department in a grocery store, right? Well, you're in the produce department, so that's jasper. But there's all kinds of different produce, right? I mean, there's lettuce, there's onions, there's everything. That's how jaspers are. You can actually, there are people that they write books. They spend their whole life studying different jaspers from around the world, believe it or not. This is porcelain jasper. And porcelain jasper is unique in the fact that this is Tucson, by the way. They're showing Tucson. But porcelain jasper is unique to the very fact that it has a kind of a very unique finish. It takes a very unique finish to it. It almost reminds me. My grandmother used to have antique plates that she collected that kind of had the same feel to it.
Almost looks like Italian marble or something.
It's got purples in it, but mainly it's got almost like a lavender opal. At one time, they sold this under the name of Tiffany stone, is what it was called. This is mined by some Americans that actually have the claim. They have the mining claim. It was mined, at least 7 years ago. It's been, we bought the material about 7, 8, maybe 8 years ago when they mined. They go down to Mexico. They mined it that one time. We've put it in it comes from our private collection. We don't have an exclusive on this, but I don't really know of anybody else that really has jewelry or has made a lot of designs from it.
Quick update for you. Sorry to jump in here, Jay, but there's fewer than 200 to go around. This really is like getting two pieces in one because you're getting the beaded strand that goes all the way around. That's an 18-inch length, plus you're getting the extender. And the extender on the necklace is nearly 3 inches. And then you're getting this giant pendant, which is a whopping 20 by 16 millimeter. Now, those are the earrings. The size of the pendant also is super big, over 2.5 inches in length. It's going to be about 1.5 inches across, and the pendant is removable. You could wear the pendant on one of his sterling silver collars or the chain. There are the earrings on Angie. We'll just tell you when those sell out. So place your order. Don't want you to miss out. I love those earthy shades, and picture jasper. It's like a landscape. It's like a portrait. Every time you look at it, it's like the surface of the moon. You see something new. You see a different cloud. You see a different, perhaps, look of the horizon. They're just magnetic and fetching stones. You will not want to miss out. And we don't have a lot of these to go around, but it is a combination of carnelian aquamarine. Again, something I would have never imagined putting together in all my wildest years of loving gemstones, but this is absolutely stunning. It's $89.90. Big stones, aquamarine alternating with a carnelian all the way around. It's 36 inches in length, Jay.
So it's basically, awesome. You have 3 feet of a very special, unique, faceted carnelian in that beautiful, this really nice light blue aquamarine. These two rough materials just combine so well together, really nice. And what I really love with this particular carnelian usually tends to be more on the orangey side. And in this case, this is kind of like a strawberry or a raspberry red color. Really, really nice. Subtle raspberry color goes beautifully with the aqua.
And it's a 36-inch length, so you can wear it all different ways. That's a phenomenal buy, so congratulations. Now, we have something special coming up, and here it is, the big reveal. We're going to turquoise and black agate, a dynamic combination. It's our showstopper. How about all handmade? How about all handcrafted? How about genuine gemstones? And this combination is gonna knock your socks off. Black agate and beautiful turquoise. This is the Azure Peak turquoise, one of your most sought after and desired sources of turquoise for those of you that want that vivid blue color, for those of you that love that dynamic spider web included matrix that adds dimension and intrigue. But together with the elegance of the black agate, you have a standalone piece that I think is museum worthy. This is just wonderful, wonderfully done, Jay King.
You know, this is a combination of the Azure Peaks, which is a material that comes out of a deposit in Mongolia. Again, on this particular material, I love it because it's really high, clean blue colors. In this case, it's got a beautiful, we've integrated a beautiful black matrix into it, so that you've got this beautiful black spiderweb matrix, and then it coordinates back to the black agate faceted graduated beads that we've done. This a very classic look, very up-tempo, very clean. It looks very expensive, very exotic.
It's glamorous.
And it really will.
It really
I got to tell you, this is something that
Look
you know
that
you could wear casually. But this is something definitely you could dress up with. Okay, if you've got some very special function that you want to go to, if you got some party coming up, if you've got something that you really want to kind of dress up, this is perfect with any darker color. You know, if you've got a black dress or if you've got a white dress, anything like this, this is really going to pop. Looks very, very elegant, and it, again, very, very unique. And there's only a few hundred of these. Okay, we couldn't really do a lot. We didn't have a lot of this particular material, this turquoise rough, with that beautiful spiderweb black matrix in it.
I honestly cannot take my eyes off this necklace.
I love the look of it. It's very exotic.
And we see turquoise with browns, we see turquoise with coral. We don't always see turquoise with black agate. Well, it gives it a real high-end, almost couture
different look. Right. And then
yeah, it really dresses it up.
And black is something, you know, you always want that little, you know, you always want that black necklace, you know, in your jewelry box. So you always want something black. You want something in every color. But when we were designing this, and you have the facets on the black agate, what was really nice is to have that bright, vivid blue turquoise, but then you've got that beautiful black spider web that goes back to the black agate. It's just a really, really unique, high-class piece.
And you can see that the beads go all the way around the back. It's 20 inches in length, plus you have an additional nearly 3-inch extender. So if you want this more of a dramatic length, you can go up to 23 inches. You can get just the perfect fit for any neckline. Wearing this with, you know, a turtleneck, it's gonna be that go-to statement necklace that really pops. And then if you're wearing just a hint of blue, this is perfect if you're just wearing all black. If you tend to wear a lot of, you know, solid blacks, you could wear this with caramel, you could wear this with like a chocolate brown. I love how Angie is wearing this with sort of a beautiful pine green color, sort of an earthy green shade, almost like an olive green. It's something you wouldn't expect would look so dynamic, but it does. And the best part is every time you look and you feel and you touch this necklace, you'll know these are genuine gemstones. You took a wonderful black agate, you faceted the beads, you gave this incredible luster. Look at how the black beads sort of reflect and bounce the light around the room. I mean, those are really eye-catching.
What I love about this too is, especially with black agates, with any pretty much now this is not this is a general rule. Okay, it's not for everything, but over 90%. Anytime you have a natural, if you want to know if something's a natural stone or that if it's real or not, just take it and press it against your cheek, right? If it's cool to the touch, the probability that it's a real material, real stone, is fairly high. If it's plastic or something like that, it doesn't. It won't be cool to the touch. It'll be warm to the touch. When you wear this and you have it on and you have it against the skin, it's got a nice flow to it, but you can actually feel the coolness of the material.
And then when you take it off, I just took this off, it still holds the warmth?
But that's because it's an insulator, it's non-conductive.
The real deal.
Right. Is that cool or what?
Isn't this pretty? And if you're wearing neutrals, if you're wearing a sand, if you're wearing an ivory, if you're wearing a cream, if you're wearing a crisp white blouse, if you're just wearing a black blazer and a fun t-shirt, this is going to be that piece that takes your outfit to the whole next level. Now, to Jay's point, you could go find fake or faux or plastic or glass jewelry and spend the same amount. So for the same amount of investment, wouldn't you love to have the real thing? Wouldn't you love to say, I'm wearing Azure Peak turquoise, famous for its spider web, famous for that black veining that's so mysterious, to wear genuine black agate that is alluring, that's decadent. I mean, it almost looks like black diamonds, the way that they're going to sparkle and pop off the neckline. And to know that it's adjustable, it's one size fits all. I believe, do we have earrings that go with this? Where are those earrings? I have a card for some matching earrings, just to give you a heads up, because I know the necklace is almost gone. Yeah, let me mention the earrings quickly, because there are similar color combination. Do you like the earrings with the necklace? Okay, we'll have time for the earrings in just a moment. Okay, so 2 more minutes on the necklace. Oh, Andrew's got the earrings on. So again, we have about 30 seconds before this necklace will sell out, but you can see why it became our showstopper. Certainly, hands down, my favorite pick of the entire hour.
I really, but if you look at this also with the black agate and realize the time and effort that goes into make that, these are all hand faceted. And the only way they can do that, they actually do it with a flat diamond wheel, flat lap. So every one of those facets in the agate is actually individually hand faceted.
And there are dozens of facets on every single bead.
Dozens of facets, depending on the size, yes.
Wow. When you think about how much time and how much tradition goes into making the beads and then stringing these together to give you this incredible presentation. Okay, those are unfortunately spoken for. Congratulations. Thanks so much for shopping our showstopper today. But there is one more item that had me at hello, had me at Chilean turquoise, had me at this gorgeous African amethyst. This exemplifies what Jay King brings to us here at HSN. Look at this extraordinary combination. We'll have the necklace. I've been wearing the ring. We will have the cuff. We will have the earrings. A quick introduction, Jay, before we move on.
This is the kind of stuff that these are my designs, and I designed this. This goes back to really, how we started our trade, how we started craft. This is really kind of like from our designer gallery. These are limited pieces. This isn't for everyone. But this is more of a higher end. Definitely not what we would normally sell them for in a gallery. I mean, you're getting the benefit of almost buying them at wholesale. Beautiful clear blue Chilean turquoise, but look at the size of the amethyst cabochons on this.
And
look at the quality. It's unbelievable.
I expect every single one of these to be gone in a heartbeat, so stay tuned. I just wanted you to get a little heads up on that one, so you can see what's around the corner. A quick 2-minute special on some matching earrings. If you love that black and turquoise combination, you could wear that with the necklace that we just presented, or this will be a standalone, a cool, sleek, modern look, and I love these at the lowest price ever, now $89.90. 5 flex pays on all Mine Finds today. You even get an extra flex pay on your HSN credit card. Oh, this is the time to shop Mine Finds. I love the year-end specials.
It's
worth waiting for.
It's one of my favorite shows all year. I really wait for this. I love it. Not only does it end off the year, but we have some. We have some great new designs that we show for after Christmas.
So how did you do this one?
And then we also have amazing clearance prices that are just, just mind-boggling. This, if you look at this, what this has, I designed this. This has a black tourmaline that I get out of a dry lake bed in Australia, and then I've inlaid it with some of the highest grade Chilean turquoise that you can get. This almost looks like Sleeping Beauty. The turquoise on this was hand-selected. You have to understand, this is what everybody goes for. This is what they're looking for, that super clean, high blue. This is the turquoise rough that out there in the commercial market for other people, this is what is demanding huge prices. We're just fortunate that we have the connections, we have the ability to buy in bulk, we have the ability to stockpile and store. So we can negotiate different deals, but literally, this is the turquoise, this high blue, clear material like this.
That looks very couture, Jay.
In some cases,
that's like runway ready.
The rough is the cost almost at the cost of gold. Okay, in some cases of the really high-end turquoise.
Well, we're going to have to wrap that up, but we will let you know when those are spoken for. About 75 of you can get in, so stay tuned. I think you're going to love those. They're super comfortable. Everything's done in solid sterling silver. The best is yet to come. Don't go anywhere. We've got another 40 minutes, and we're taking your calls when Mind Find continues right on the other side.
You never know what we're going to do on the Monday night show, but here's a sneak peek. There'll be more than a few surprises. And weekly guest challenges. But don't forget about the great products.
This craziness is going to continue.
Tune in 7 p.m. on Monday or visit hsn.com and search Monday Night Show for more.
Better sound. It can push us to feel more, do more, be more. We're Bose. Our passion for getting every detail just right for you is part of everything we do. Bose.
Education today in Gemstones. We're here with the World Explorer, the Gem Trotter, the Globe Trotting Gem Explorer. All those things wrapped up in one.
Yeah, I do travel a bit. I've got the mileage and the hours in the plane to prove it.
Jay King is here. Let's dive into our next item, which is all lapis. This has always been, Jay, one of my all-time favorite gemstones. And it's been popular for thousands of years. If you go back to ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt, Cleopatra loved lapis. You'll see it in vessels, you'll see it in jewelry, you'll see it in ancient carvings. And there's something about this blue stone that we still love today. And now we get to adorn ourselves in some really big, chunky lapis geometric designs here, all done on the beaded strand. It's 18 inches, plus you get the nearly 3-inch extender. And as a bonus, it's on clearance, so you know it's not going to last. Any purchase of $75 or more on clearance day, you also get to enjoy some free shipping and some extra special values on our website at hsn.com. Where do you get your lapis, Mr. J.
Well,
King?
Everything you just mentioned, all those different antiques and everything like that, that same lapis came from these same mines.
Really? So Africa?
No, it's all mined in Afghanistan, in the Hindu Kush region. All the artifacts you just mentioned, they can correlate that back to these exact same deposits. Yes, wow. They've been mining lapis in this region. You know, lapis is probably is rarer than turquoise, and turquoise is fairly rare. You don't find turquoise on every continent. Lapis is really almost all the jewelry grade lapis in the world. You do find lapis in many locations, but it's all specimen grades, and specimens is not really something you use for jewelry. If you look at this, this is like super high grade. This is all A grade material here. You don't even see this. You know what's so crazy is this is the absolutely one of the higher grades of lapis that you could actually go out there and get, and they're discounting it at some crazy price. This material was purchased probably around 4 or 5 years ago when I bought this particular lot, because I remember when I designed this.
Those are big.
This same material right now, if I went to get this material, in today's market, I'd pay 3 times the amount for the rough that I paid at that time. The way we work, though, is when we buy the rough, we factor that price into it. A lot of the materials that I get, I could actually sometimes sell the rough material for more than I could sell the jewelry for. In this case, this would be the case. I could sell, even at the higher price, I could sell just the rough probably for triple what you're selling a finished product for. So these are the things that I just want you to be aware when you're getting these deals. These are truly amazing, amazing deals.
Yeah, there's a lot of lapis there.
It's not just lapis, it's the grade of lapis. It's the color of the lapis, it's the consistency. Right now, on the last 2 trips I've taken to buy lapis, I've literally purchased maybe 5 to 10% of what I normally buy on rough, just because the grade's not there. We hand sort every bit of it. You can see.
You want that intense royal blue color.
Well, there's different, yeah, you look for, but the intense color, but it's not dyed, it's not color enhanced. But if you look at that, that's all AA grade lapis. Now, it doesn't just come like that. You have to sort it. Everyone, when you see those bins like that, that might be a week to 2 weeks worth of sorting that we've personally done. We literally we go through tons and tons of lapis to hand pick only the best material available for our designs.
Let's say hi to Anita in North Carolina, who's joining us today. Anita, you're live with Sarah. Say hi to Jay King. Good afternoon.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Jay.
How you doing?
Jay, I just want to tell you, I think you're brilliantly creative and so generous in what you bring to us. I'm just so thrilled with you. Today I bought the black and the turquoise.
Oh, beautiful.
And yesterday I bought the double strand of turquoise.
You're going to love it, especially the black with the Azure Peak, the black matrix. That is just absolutely stunning.
Oh, it's incredible. When I saw that, I just flipped. I thought I could never get more excited, but I was just over the moon. And I have to, if I may, tell you a quick little story. I asked my son to go in my closet and put some shelves in, and he bumped his head on one of my shelves, and like 100 little blue boxes came falling down on his head.
Okay.
You're busted, Anita.
but I would love to have a film of that. I'd love to have a film of that.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much for your call.
Oh, that's a great story.
Thank you. Bless you. Keep you safe, Jay.
Okay. You too. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Anita.
I'm looking forward to 2018.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
She thought she was hiding her collection of gemstones. I need to move on because there's some quick updates I want to share with you. Congratulations, Anita. She did get the Azure Peak black agate necklace that did sell out. We just are premiering for the first time ever the Amethyst and Turquoise collection. It's not just any turquoise. This is the Chilean Angel Peak turquoise and the Zambian amethyst. We have an extraordinary opportunity to do the necklace, the cuff, the ring, the earrings, because I'm sure when you premiere all 4 pieces at the same time, they don't usually last very long.
Well, the reason I do this is it's suite and of designs, and this is some of the you have to look a little bit more into. I did the designs, but this is all of these are hand selected by me. All the materials hand selected by me. All of the turquoise in all of these designs is hand selected by me. This is something, to be honest with you, okay, you'd have to meet my wife, okay, to know. My wife is a walking jewelry store, okay? She accessorizes with her jewelry intensely, and she changes outfits during the day. She'll actually change her jewelry too. This would be something that she would wear. This is more like a gallery, a look, a gallery edition. These are really limited, okay? I have to tell you, this is how I started out in the jewelry industry. You know, this is what I did. I made these kind of one-of-a-kind pieces, and our market was really maybe higher-end fashion boutiques or bridge jewelry stores. You know, we had a big presence in Scottsdale, in Taos, Santa Fe. That's how we started out. And this kind of reflects that. I just want you to really kind of look at what goes into this. A lot of intensive silver, very intensive silver. And then you've got these great, big, huge, high-grade amethyst cabs. To be able to cut these large amethyst cabochons like that, you have to have material that is, this is Zambian amethyst. You know, here, you know, like I said, picture's worth 1,000 words. This is the standard size of Zambian amethyst. That's what it looks like.
And I'm going to hold it up to my ring. I already have some very limited updates for you. The ring and the bracelet, we have fewer than 100 to go around in each. And the ring is already a bestseller, so congratulations. So this is the average size.
This is Zambian amethyst crystals. This is how this comes. Do you see that they're usually very, very small? Okay, you're looking at the smallest cabochon here, also in the ring.
If I compare it to the necklace, which is down below.
Look at the size of the pendant on this.
Because you would need an even bigger rough. It's usually, what, twice the size of the finished stone? You have to start with the rough.
It can be a little less than that, but yeah, general rule is you want to start with something that's about double the size. But look at the clarity in this. Look at the consistency on that beautiful grape jelly.
This is a 25 by 18 millimeter.
#1 amethyst. Look at the silver work, all completely hand done. This is all hand done by individual silversmiths. Look at the quality of the turquoise, that high, clear sky blue. These are really gallery pieces. I sit down and design these. It took me a long time. I laid all the materials out. I laid all the stones out. I worked with the individual silversmiths so that we can make this very, very special, very unique. I wanted to make something
cuff center stone?
For that very special person for the holiday season.
That's a 23 by 30 center stone on the cuff. I mean, this is just off the charts when you consider an opportunity for couture design, for something with that estate feel, something that will be something that you will treasure for years to come, something that you will be so proud to pass down from one generation to the next. I wish we had thousands of these to go around. It's not going to last very long. Whether you're scooping the ring, the earrings, the bracelet, or the pendant, today is the day that we have the New Year's price, that we have 5 flex pays on your HSN card, that we have an additional flex pay available on your HSN credit card if you're already a credit card holder. Rows and rows of the most deep violet purple. And remember what we said earlier, if you weren't tuning in, ultraviolet is the Pantone color for 2018. So now you've got your Pantone necklace of the year right there. So Jay King, he's always ahead of his time and right on trend. A little sneak peek at Rhodochrosite and turquoise. Another dreamy combination that only Jay King can imagine. This is that beautiful soft pink gemstone, the Rhodochrosite, and then you have the splashes of turquoise as anchors throughout the entire necklace. It's all graduated in design. All those big rondelles are so beautifully sorted and selected to match beautifully, and it does come with an extender. That's going to be at a New Year's price, a big savings, $40 off today. That's so dreamy. So pretty, all the pastels. Just a quick
so
look
you have
there.
Rhodochrosite, which is only comes from one location in the world that I know of. It comes from a very special cavern in Argentina. And then you've got that beautiful Angel Peak Chilean high blue turquoise. And I did that just as an accent.
Okay, so there's your sneak peek. So far, those have been very popular, so congratulations. All of you tuning in, and thanks so much for hanging out with us on a Friday afternoon. I hope you've had a fantastic holiday. I hope you've got fun plans for the weekend and your New Year's Eve. Well, wouldn't this make a splash at your next party? This is going to be the Turquoise and Serpentine 18-inch necklace. If you want the look of 5 necklaces in one, this has this fabulous sort of old world, a little bit of a vintage feel with these Hishi beads. And I'm gonna hear more about the story from Jay King, but you get 5 rows of very tiny beads that have been all handcrafted with these fabulous serpentine anchors that give you this bright, vivid pop of like a lemon yellow color. It's a fantastic find. And this is a tradition, I mean, this type of beading goes back, what, thousands of years, doesn't it? The smaller beads?
These are what they call Hishi beads. It has a lot of lot of history with me anyway, because it's one of the things that we started out. We used to do is do a lot of hishi. How they form this, if you can just think, they take solid turquoise nuggets in this case, and then they drill them with a diamond Dremel. Then they put them on piano wire. So you line these up all on piano wire. Then you have a flat lap, diamond flat lap, that's running round and round and round, and you drip water on it. And then they just run this like this. And so it's like a wheel on that steel wire, and it rounds it all off. So what's really difficult to do with the hishi is you want to, I used to make like 50, 60 strand, hishi necklaces. But, to make it more affordable, I had the hishi the small amounts of hishi that we had cut. So we wanted to do something kind of unique, something kind of different with it. So I designed this where I've got three different colors of turquoise here. And then I've separated them with a beautiful Korean serpentine. They call it Korean jade, but it's actually a form of serpentine. And those are the bars, the spacer bars. And so we've already done this to where it fans out, lays very nicely. Everyone is very unique. They're really kind of one-of-a-kind designs.
I love this design, Jay.
And some of this is
so
just
unusual.
like that's old Kingman hishi right there. That's all Kingman turquoise.
So it literally takes like thousands of beads for each necklace.
Yeah, it takes
or maybe
a lot.
Hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds. It takes hundreds of beads.
I can say I did do my homework, but I did not count every single bead. I kind of got overwhelmed. It also has a beautiful sterling silver finishing with an 3-inch extender, so you've got the layered look, and it's always going to stay beautifully layered because the serpentine, the beautiful yellow bar genuine gemstone is going to keep those anchored, so it lies flat, and that's what also is so pretty about it. It doesn't take up a lot of room on the neckline. It's not going to get in your way. It's going to, maybe fall right under the neckline of a blazer if you have a cardigan, or maybe just a little wrap you want to throw on. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It's not going to get caught on anything because it's so smooth, and it lies so beautifully. It's very fluid because of all those individual strands, and it's $70 off today, or actually even more, $90 off our regular price. So take advantage. That will help you. That'll get you ready for spring, all those shades of summer, the yellows, the blues, the greens. And a quick look at something that we do not have any scheduled time on, but I know it was one of Jay's favorites, and he didn't want you to miss out on this mine find, already at a New Year's price. What are we looking at, Jay? Look at all these beautiful gems.
Well, and here again,
Really
we're going
cool
back. You've got chrysoprase, amethyst, smoky quartz. You've got pink opal on there. Yeah, pink opal on there. You have lapis. I'm doing a lot of these multi-gem looks. This is one of the very few that I did where it's all faceted, because I wanted to kind of give it that extra little bling, that extra little plop.
It's really sparkly.
What's really cool with these designs, and the reason you're seeing quite a few more of the multicolored designs for this particular event, is that we're doing this to kind of replace rainbow calsilica. We're trying different ways, different looks, where you get this multicolored look all within one design. So it makes it very versatile, very wearer-friendly, very user-friendly. There's not anything you could really put on or you could wear that's not going to have one of these colors in it.
I mean, it goes with everything. So
it pretty much will go with anything.
Okay, that's coming up. That's a sneak peek. I know a lot of you love to shop early and get in before they sell out. We've had over a dozen sellouts already this afternoon. We've got 20 minutes left, the best of the best, including this smoky graphical Amazinite jewelry. I love this gemstone. It's that beautiful light green to a sea blue, almost like a turquoise or a nephrite or a jade. And we're giving you an option to pick up the necklace that comes with the beaded strand and that gigantic, magnificent center stone with the beautiful, almost like a tree of life design. And we also have the matching earrings for you. So what will Jay King think of next? I love the design matched with the sort of serenity of that seafoam green color that wraps all the way around your neckline.
Yeah, this material, like a lot of the materials, I found this 2 years ago. Made a new friend in Madagascar, what it's all about. And what's really funny is now I'm buying 3 or 4 other materials from them. Once I met him in Tucson, and since then we've developed a kind of a friendship. And he's one of the local miners in Madagascar, comes up with some fabulous, fabulous new materials. This is graphical Amazinite. It's very unique, it's very different. You can buy Amazonites from all the world. This right there, that's a perfect example. That's in Tucson. That is tropical Amazonite. That comes from Brazil. The material we're showing here, but that is
after the Amazon.
That just goes to show you, the different colors and the different ways that Amazonite comes. This is a very unusual because it's almost like a blue color, almost like a tealy blue. It's got a really, really different color to it. In ways, sometimes it even looks almost like labradorite. It's got like almost an iridescence to it. Very unique, very different. I didn't get a lot of this material. He didn't have a lot at the show. I bought a couple barrels for it. It's taking me almost 2 years to be able to design and cut it and put it on here. What you see is what you have, okay? These are really, really, really limited. And so if you want something unique, something different, it's really funny because when I bought this original material for me, I held on to it for about a year because we were hoping to mine more of it and to do a bigger project. And when they went back in, they just never could get any more of this particular material out. Since then, I've done a couple other materials with them that we're currently mining. But I just love the look of this. I love the feel with this. It's almost iridescent, very unique, very different Amazonite. So if you're a collector and you like to collect the different kinds of Amazonites that are out there, this was one that I would suggest you might want to think about because, like I said, I've only seen this one time, this particular rough, this particular color, from this particular vein, and never been able to get it a second time.
And we have fewer than 250 of the necklaces now remaining. So to Jay's point, having one of these is really like a collectible. I mean, you have something that very few women in the world will have the opportunity to own. And if you pick up the necklace today, it is like getting two looks in one because you'll get the strand of Amazinite beads, and those go all the way around the 18-inch chain. Plus, you get the extender. It's nearly 3 inches in addition, so that's all solid sterling silver. So you can wear just the beads on their own. Imagine that with a bright, sunny coral or a lemon yellow color, or maybe with your blues, maybe with gray. And then if you love adding the pendant, you can, of course, add the pendant. You could also take the pendant off. You could wear it on one of his sterling silver collars, or you could wear it on a sterling silver chain. So the Tree of Life also has sort of its own symbolism, a beautiful connection, nature, something that grows and changes and evolves over time. And that's so pretty. A nature-inspired design is perfect for that seafoam green-blue color. And that's just going to be something I think you're going to absolutely go crazy for. And then the earrings are a slightly smaller version of that center stone. The center stone on the necklace is a 24 millimeter. If the earrings you're picking up those today, that's an 18 millimeter center stone on the earrings. So the earrings are just about 1.5 inches in length. So you can see they're still very wearable. And I love this sort of circular shape. Another very popular design in jewelry.
And what's really unique too is
well done.
How this inspired. If you've ever been to Madagascar, a large percentage of the birds and the reptiles, the wildlife, and the fauna and flora in Madagascar is only exclusive to Madagascar.
Right.
So you don't find it very often. And this is one of the particular. The artist did this off some of the tropical plants that are there.
Tropical paradise,
right.
All in one. And you're right, Madagascar is a beautiful island. Congratulations. If you were on the phones or online, you already reserved yours. Otherwise, we're going to say sold out. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. But first, before we go, I've got a very special message. Everything from Mine Finds is on 5 FlexPay today, and there's also some great clearance items on our website. 6 FlexPays if you're using that HSN credit card. Don't go anywhere. Rhodochrosite and turquoise, pink opals, and more right after this.
We're celebrating the new year with great deals all weekend long. From December 29th through January 1st, enjoy special pricing on your favorite brands like Thistle, Juicy Couture, and Origami. And don't miss these exclusive offers. Up to 50% off and 5 FlexPay on J. King. Up to 40% off on kitchen essentials. And up to 25% off on this season's hottest electronics. And join us for a special New Year's Eve countdown with Adam and Valerie. Ring in the new year with HSN. Now through Monday.
We love
our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Guide to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
I'm on Team J. King. Well, J. King was just telling me about his future trip to Tucson, so he will be there sourcing again some of the most exotic and rare and unusual stones. Before he goes to Tucson, this is his last year-end visit, and he's not going to be back until February, so we've got to do some serious shopping today. We've got some great clearance items, tons of new, and some very special offers for you, so welcome back. I'm Sarah. 15 minutes left of the afternoon show, then I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern. But first, let's do this. Rhodochrosite and turquoise. Kind of a really pretty, soft pastel palette, one that we really haven't seen yet today.
Well, you know, the thing with rhodochrosite, this particular material, by the way, this is a reorder, okay? And this is the last of my rhodochrosite. So I cut all the cabs that I could cut. This was everything I had left on the rough material. I made this necklace, all right? So if you want this, a lot of people, very seldom do I do reorders. The only reason I did this was because so many people missed out on it last time that the buyer got literally not just a few requests, but literally hundreds of requests for that, you know, people that had missed out on it and wanted to know if we were ever going to be able to bring it back. The biggest thing with me, it's not that I don't want to bring things back. It's not really what I do. I always like to do new and different. I always want to make sure that you tune in and you're going to see new and different. But one of the biggest inhibitors for us is material. And in this case, it's rhodochrosite. You used to be able to get rhodochrosite back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s. You saw a lot of rhodochrosite. It was one of my kind of go-to materials for years and years and years. It only comes out of one location in Argentina that I'm aware of. I've never seen it out of any other deposit, any other mine. And rhodochrosite is how it's mined. They're actually in a cavern, and it's stalactites and stalagmites. And what happened is the Argentinian government, it's been over 7 years, maybe like going around 10 years, maybe even longer than that. They made it illegal for anybody to export the rhodochrosite rough. You have to do it in a finished product. Well, the problem with that is I don't have cutters in Argentina. I don't have a factory in Argentina, and I can't set up a factory in Argentina just so I can cut rhodochrosite. So it pretty much took rhodochrosite.
How'd you get around those rules?
It took rhodochrosite pretty much out of the picture, and not only for me, but for a lot of people. We had a friend of ours who is an older gentleman who specialized in gem-grade rhodochrosite, and he specialized in gem-grade lapis. And he made everything in 18 and 22 karat gold. Very, very high-end. I'm not going to name some of his clients, but let's just put it this way. You've heard of them, very high-end. That's what he specialized in. He decided to retire. And when he decided to retire, because his children didn't want to take over his business. And so I knew about this rough. I knew about this rhodochrosite rough for years. But he held on to it, held on to it, held on to it. We kept hinting that we might be interested. And he finally broke down one day and called my partner and said, okay, would you be interested in buying it? So we went in, we took everything he had. We high-graded everything. We did all the cabochons. We don't have any of the cabs left. We might, in 2018, I think I've got 2 designs that I did with the last of my cabs. And then we cut all the cabochons that we could cut. With everything that we had left over, we cut these rondelle beads. And as you can see, you know how you can tell when something's hand done? Do you notice like some of them are a little thicker, some of them are a little thinner?
Sure.
We're cutting for yield, okay? These are all hand cut. This isn't some Willy Wonka machine that you toss rough into one end and then the other end it just spits it out. You know, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but there's no mass producing going on.
I brought a piece of this to just show you kind of how this works.
Such a pretty.
Okay, is this amazing?
Stone.
Okay, now this material right here, this is the gem grade material on the rhodochrosite. And this is what you would cut your cabochons from. And this is still rhodochrosite, but you can see it's got more of the lacing in it and more of the pinks. And you will see some of the gem grade in there, as you can see. But overall, this is what we try to cut. So this is how the rough will come. Now, it'll come in actually a big stope or like, you know, one of the stalactites or stalagmites that has been harvested and broken. And then you take that and you go in with a bandsaw and you saw it all up. And then you look at, then you grade out the material and then you see what size you can cut for cabochons, what size you can cut for beads, and then you make it. So what we did, after we cut all of our cabs, we went back in and this is the final amount of rhodochrosite necklaces that I can make. In this case, the last time I did this, I didn't put any turquoise with it. This time I thought, you know what? I'm going to throw in some turquoise there just to kind of give it an added look, a little different, you know, something like for accent pieces. And I've had so many people that have commented on that. They really just kind of, they like the fact we kind of broke it up and we added those splashes of blue in there. It just really, really changes the whole context of the design.
Well, they do. They just love it. I mean, it's already customer pick. You can read some of the rave reviews on our website at hsn.com. And if you don't have a pink gemstone, there's a good reason. There's not a lot of pink gemstones out there besides maybe a rose quartz or pink opal. By the way, if you already have rose quartz or pink opal, you've always wanted a matching necklace, you could also match rhodochrosite with any of your soft, pretty pink gemstones. And of course, maybe this is what you do to change up your turquoise collection a little bit. Wear a big turquoise ring, and then maybe you add, you know, a rhodochrosite necklace. So there's so many fun ways to incorporate some of your favorite turquoise pieces with rhodochrosite. It's a combination that you would never find if you walked into, you know, your average jewelry store in the mall, or if you walked into a department store and you said, hey, I'm just wondering what you have in rhodochrosite.
Even try.
What would they say?
Right. Walk into the high.
They'd look at you a little strangely.
If you walk into the real high-end jewelry stores and ask what you have in rhodochrosite, unless it's somebody that's been to the, you know, that's had something for a while or been, you know, that custom makes, they're probably going to say, no, we haven't seen it ever. So it is a very unique material. As far as I know, and here again, I don't want to misspeak. I would love to, if anybody knows any place else in the world that you can find it, I'm all over it. I mean, I'd love to hear from you. But the only experience I've had is actually the deposit and the mine in Argentina.
And if Jake can't get his hands on it,
well, you know, like anything, it's got a funny story to it too. We were going to go film it about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and they some of the people that are in my team are women. And they, all of a sudden, when we took the camera crew, they all of a sudden were making all these excuses so that we couldn't go into the mine. And so it got called off, and we found out later, the locals, the women go into the mine one time a year. They have a big party, and the rest of the time it's all men, which I know that doesn't sound politically correct, but that is the way of some of the miners. They're very, very superstitious.
Okay, I want to be there when the women have the party in the mine.
Well, all the women, and then that day only the women from the village are allowed to go in. So it's just really interesting, some of the things that we run into. I love
quick
this.
Look at
this is Seven Peaks
turquoise. Why is this necklace so special?
Okay. If you look at the clarity and the color of this turquoise, this is I don't have an exclusive on this mine, but this is a quality of the turquoise that we're getting out of this particular deposit. It's just super high grade,
vivid,
natural, vivid, you know, glow-in-the-dark turquoise blue. And then if you look at the cut of the beads, I just love the way those beads lay and the look of the bead.
Yeah, kind of like a round barrel shape, so not a predictable or standard look in a turquoise necklace, really unusual. Also to have the sterling silver closure, the extender. Just a quick look at 7 Peaks, another turquoise find from the one and only J. King. That's at a New Year's price of $129. Now, I want to give you a quick look at the pink opal watch, because I've had my eye on this over the last 3 hours, and I want to make sure that if you are a pink opal girl, you really have a chance of a lifetime here, because look at our HSN price was $300. You're getting our clearance price of $79.90. Free shipping and handling. It's this easy spring-loaded cuff, and it is beautifully designed.
And this is the larger size, so if you've got a wrist my size, yeah, if you got a wrist my size, like a 10-inch wrist, that you want, this was the larger size, and we just have very, very few of them. We don't have any of the other sizes, so this is the last of the last. This is just crazy. I mean,
look at that, that's genuine pink opal.
Just the silver alone.
Mother of pearl dial.
Just the silver alone. This is
Quartz
just
movements.
a crazy, crazy, crazy value. Beautiful. These are custom-made watches, stainless steel, Japanese movements. All the sterling work, which is the sides, is all custom done by us, all hand done. And then you have that beautiful Australian pink opal, which in this case, we have hand faceted to even add a little bit more texture, a little something different. And then all of the different colors of pink opal are included in the band, and we try to graduate them down.
And I mean, you just don't see pink opal in that size. You don't.
Well, you
see
don't see the Australian pink opal. We do still have an exclusive on it for the U.S. I don't know of anybody else that's utilizing the material. So
I like how you roll, J. King. Just want to make that available for you. That's our medium to large size, which is going to fit anywhere from a 6.5 to up to an 8-inch wrist.
Well, okay.
Or even more.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
I'll demonstrate. You got one of those. You got one of those little skinny wrists.
I know.
Okay. If you can see, I wear a 10-inch cuff, and it fits me perfectly. And look, I even have room in the back. Right.
Fantastic. All right, so that's a final call on the pink opal, a crazy, crazy, ridiculous price. So let's just say that is sold out. Congratulations. That didn't take long for you to scoop
that's
up
below.
that
I mean, that's just an insane price.
Okay. Quick earring look from hsn.com, so you can see all the great clearance shopping you can do. This is the best time. It's our year-end specials. Jay's here for just one more day. He's got 2 more shows, one tonight, one tomorrow. And if you want some fantastic turquoise and tourmaline earrings, look at how cool those are. $49.90.
So the tourmaline's on the back, the turquoise is on the front.
And that's what holds all the turquoise stones together. Those are fabulous prices for you. We also have 5 flex pays on all mine finds. We have free shipping and on all clearance purchases of $75 or more. And if you didn't get what you wanted from Santa this year, well, don't go anywhere, because we've got so many great offers available throughout the entire collection, including, are you ready for this? It's all about the ites here. We have the Gaspiite and we have the Fuchsite. Inside the Fuchsite gemstone is genuine ruby. This is one of the most eye-catching and phenomenal gemstone collections I think you will ever lay eyes on. I know I was shocked the first time I saw a Fuchsite, and I thought, wait a minute, that looks like a ruby. Well, sure enough, J. King, that's a ruby inside these beautiful green gemstones.
Right. This is what they call ruby Fuchsite. So it's Fuchsite, which is the green material.
Cool.
And the actual reds in this, that's all natural ruby. So that's natural ruby in Fuchsite. This material comes out of Indonesia. And then I've separated it in the kind of the lemon lime or key lime color material here. That's natural Gaspiite. That comes out of Africa. This is part of the gallery edition. It's brand new for the event today, brand new for the show. We've taken it, we faceted it. I don't know if we could see it on Ange or not, where you can see how big and bold this is. Look at the size of this.
Nice, big geometry. I mean, these are like slabs. These are like rocks. These are like boulders on your neckline.
You know, there before it's kind of getting washed out, but you can see. Look at the faceting on this. You see the bling on this. How it really, really just pops. It sparkles. It shines. It takes an amazing polish. Beautiful, beautiful material, and every bit of that red within within the green is all natural ruby.
Now, we do have matching earrings for you. The necklace is available. It's brand new at $134.90, and the earrings are $74.90. I think you're going to be absolutely blown away when you get that Fuchsite and Gaspite collection home. That really is a one-of-a-kind wearable work of art. Okay, so that is available for you. The next item we want to give you a sneak peek. This is the turquoise. This is what we want to do next, guys? Yes, okay. Just want to give you a last look out the door before we turn it over to Marlo with the today's special. Tell us about this one, Jay King. Where do we begin? This was our seven peaks. You got 30 seconds?
This is 7 peaks. Look at the quality. I just want to tell you, look at the quality and the color. This is all natural,
so
the natural
gorgeous.
color. There's no color enhancement. This is such amazing turquoise. And this is what you're not going to see from anybody else. Nobody's got the material to be able to do this and be able to come in at a decent price.
Thank you, Jay. You'll be back at 7 p.m.
Be
Eastern.
back at 7 with
such a joy, such
Connie,
an education.
Connie Craig Carroll.
Connie's up tonight with Jay King. In fact, Marlo's going to take you shopping next. Have a great day.